And I find it also very pleasant that we take it as a practice and we include the relaxedness, within the activity. Whereas before we were like, oh, let's go through this as quickly as possible, and then we can sit and relax on the couch or do something else. Here's like, no,
Exactly.
it's part of it. You're a little bee. You're early. Hey yo, you like potatoes?
Maybe hungry.
Yeah, mais pas des patates quoi.
Yeah.
So today we thought, sunny day, a bit fresh but still pleasant. So we would do something that we have been postponing for a while, transforming our potato harvest of the season. This is pretty much half of what we harvested, no?
I'd say so.
I'd say so.
Maybe even a quarter or even a third or something.
Okay, yeah. So it's a third to half of what we already harvested.
And then we thought we'd share some about mindfulness practice. That is what many of the guests who come to our place sort of ask on how to continue.
The practice at home.
Yeah, when they come to a mindfulness retreat or another retreat, they sort of ask us always, so how do I do this at home?
And so, as you know, Sandra and I run this place and business for almost 17 years now. And as you can imagine, it can be very busy, it can be very stressful, but as we have shared with many of our guests, the most important is that you can still keep the practice and continue in your daily life. It doesn't have to be formal, you don't have to be mindfully slow, mindfully silent, but just be here and do your thing. Enjoy the fact that, well, we are here, it's a nice sunny day, and we don't have to worry about what is happening outside, especially in this day and age with everything that is happening in the world. Just be here, do what you have to do. There's no need for a bell. There's no need for big talks and explanations. Just be here.
I guess that's what we wanted to show also a little bit, because people think that we're holier than we truly are.
Flash news. We're not.
No, but that is just really, we find it sort of, in the everyday chores that we have. It is now beginning of February.
The 4th, I think.
Yeah. So this is sort of our super hermit time. We don't have any guests now. And it's just us. And this is a time where we really recuperate also. But it's also a time where we really enjoy, to not have so much. We visit family for the holidays. And we just visited Santi's family in Dijon. And so February, March is sort of the last times. In April, we start to have our first guests already again. So we really enjoy also just be quiet. Both of us are in our own corner sometimes of the house or outside to do some things, or I don't know, to just Santi likes gaming, so Santi is gaming, and I
mindfully.
And I like fiddling on the website. Yeah. This might be our last potatoes, huh?
Yeah. It's too demanding physically.
Where we started to harvest the potato, or I harvested the potatoes, and we work in super heavy clay here. And so, I had to sit on my knees, and, once in a while you have to sort of hack through the ground a little bit. When I started to harvest them, it was probably, I leave them in the ground for a long time. So it was something like, I don't know, October or so that I harvested the last potatoes. And afterwards, I was having sore knees for like a whole week. So I said, okay, it becomes cheaper to buy potatoes than to grow them ourselves, because otherwise I need to go to the osteopath again to get my knee and my back back in order. Mm.
No, here, this one.
Does it work for you? Do you like when it's like these kinds of, because we have, I don't know how much we have, maybe 15, 20 kilos of potatoes or so?
Yeah.
Do you like to do this kinds of work?
Yeah, it's simple, repetitive a bit work, but it's fine, Take your time. And it's relaxing. That's more what we discussed about a lot in the last few days, that we have to create these spaces where we can just, take it easy and not run too much, not overthink too much or worry too much. And so we just go through the motion. It doesn't have to be transcendental or life-changing. It's part of the daily routine, but at least, we are here. We can simply enjoy chopping some potatoes in a nice, sunny, peaceful surrounding. Yeah. So for those of you who are wondering, so we cut them in cubes, and then we will blanch them. I was looking for the term.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a Dutch term. The English term, probably.
Yeah. In French, it's blanchir. So boil them for a short while, so that we can freeze them, and then you can keep them for a long time like that. And so we then put them in bags in portions, and then whenever we feel like having some pomme rissolé, we just take it out of the freezer. Yeah. And so actually we have 2 batches. Those will be for pomme rissolé, and the one in the big black bucket in front of me probably will do some mashed potatoes after.
Yeah.
Then it's a nice way also to transform, and preserve what we have produced on the land.
So do you feel that your head becomes quieter? Because your head is very often very messy.
Yes.
But do you feel that when you do something like this, that your head becomes quieter in a way?
Yeah, exactly. Because there's, it's not rocket science. You just take your time, go through the motion. And also you have to be careful, mindful, not to cut yourself, hurt yourself. So yeah, it's, and as you can see, we're not rushing and trying to go through the whole thing as fast as possible. We're just here and, slowly, one potato at a time. And for us, this is a very good and simple example on how you can apply the practice, when you are at home. Sounds cheesy. Be here now, but it's a good example. And you don't have to make it super difficult, or one breath I cut, one breath breathing in I cut, and breathing out I smile. Whatever, just a cut. And that's it. We're almost getting through the first part. Nice and easy. Et voilà.
I think this is kind of nice, to like, it's a nice moment, because very often, when it's super busy, you just rush, and then you don't take the time to make food, and because I don't know, you're rushing because you want to have quiet time, or you have other plans, and that is actually quite a nice moment. I mean, sure, we have 20 kilos. We understand that most people don't have that, but it's kind of nice to use cooking instead of, buying stuff to make it super fast, to actually use it as a moment of quietness for yourself, even.
And I find it also very pleasant that we take it as a practice and we include the relaxedness, within the activity. Whereas before we were like, oh, let's go through this as quickly as possible, and then we can sit and
Yeah,
relax on the couch or do something else. Here's like, no, it's
exactly.
part of it. You can make it in such a way that it's not tiring, that it's not too busy, that it's not too messy. And that's it. You see, we're almost done on this first part.
Yeah.
Nice and easy.
And then we go outside.
Then we, as we say, we like to go outside, play outside, instead of being indoor all the time behind a screen. And this is really nice.
I read that the other day. They said that 90% of our time we actually live inside.
Oh wow!
I thought it was a really shocking,
oh yeah,
shocking statistic.
Yeah, voila.
All right.
First part. Well, these ones are really green, so I'm not sure. I'll keep them for the animals. Yeah.
First part done.
First part done. Here, you want to combine in the big tub?
Yeah.
Hoppa.